I'm surprised that this is podcast episode 21, and we haven't talked about fucking Michael Porter Jr. yet, which for those who don't know, also from our hometown. But he's said a lot of insane stuff over the last few years, I guess you could say.
Really? This offseason, he's been on one.
He's been saying dumb shit, though, for a while.
Yes, but I feel like this offseason in particular, he's just unfiltered.
Yeah. But so the Nets told him, there's the first team to be like, hey, maybe stop talking out loud.
They said that?
Yes, that's why it got brought up again. So he talked about you, and then the Nets put out a thing being like, can you not do this anymore, please?
I didn't know that.
Okay, but you read the quote though.
Well, so I will just tell you, I was working out, and when did this tweet? Can you scroll down? When did this tweet come out yesterday? I guess it's started kind of hitting social media platforms, but I'm not kidding. I think maybe 35 people sent me this tweet yesterday. And I was like, what? But he said this kind of I feel like a year or at least 4 or 5 months ago, something kind of regarding the same topic. So I thought it was just kind of resurfacing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw it and I was like, people are kind of going in on him because it doesn't the timeline doesn't make so much sense.
Well, from what I gathered, he basically was trying to say no one should compare NBA and WNBA players together because he could beat you guys in basketball in 1-on-1 when he was in 8th grade and you guys were in high school.
I think, and this is my personal opinion, but if you are a professional football player, basketball player, really any sport, but let's just take it basketball because that's where we're both at. To me, if you're in that elite level group, you should be able to beat the girls. I'm not surprised by that. That is not but I just don't get why it's continuing to get brought up. And if women are saying that he couldn't beat them, he could. Any NBA star or player could beat a female in high school.
Okay, I agree. I think people are why are you still everything he's ever said is men and women, him just being so weirdly insecure about women being around him and their reflection of him. I think it wouldn't be that big of a deal if he hasn't been talking about women so much the last 2 years.
Well, why did it what was this a response to? I haven't watched anything. I haven't watched.
I wanted to know the same thing. What was the response?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to look this up on Perplexity real fast and ask because it'll be faster. The original prompt discussion was about whether elite male teenagers in middle school or high school could beat or dominate WNBA players. Porter said, I'm probably going to go with 8th grade. I have real experience doing this. Okay, so that is fair.
Yeah, the context of it is fair. Yeah.
He was asked, at what age do you think men could beat WNBA players? And his take was 8th grade. Do you think an 8th grader could hang? A group of elite 8th graders could beat a WNBA team?
I mean, if they're future pros, dude, I mean, it just depends how big they are at that age. And the majority of the time, if they're going pro, unless you're a late bloomer, you're already pretty big. And that's...
No, they're massive 8th grade boys.
Yeah, so I would say that's probably
honestly
true.
Fuck, I don't want...
I mean, it's probably true. I don't want to be unrealistic or delusional. Men are just stronger, bigger, athletic. They just are a different build. And so if you put them up against females, I'm they're going to win. Duh.
Here's my biggest question for you, Sophie. Do you think there are any players in the WNBA who would fight it and say, we could beat any high school team of boys? We're that much better. No one younger could ever hang with us.
Oh, no. Well, I think if you put the best of the WNBA against a group of 8th grade boys or future NBA guys?
Well, I was going to say high school for the hypothetical that we're starting now. 8th grade is a little too prepubescent for me, but once you get to high school seniors, like Cooper Flagg was a high school senior 2 years ago.
Dude, there's no way.
So
there's no way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there are some females who can outshoot, who can pass the shit out of it, who are strong, can rebound, we all have the skill, but it's all if you put their best high school against the best WNBA, the male and female are just so different. I just don't think that's a fair matchup.
That is a fair case for MPJ in the fact that he got maybe clickbaited, given that there was no context. And everyone on this podcast has been fucking clickbaited or freaking clickbaited before. So, I will allow you to use this time. We'll give you however much time you want to talk about what the Rockbridge High School basketball roster looked like, though. Because he was talking about his sisters and you.
Yeah. Actually, this is good. This is good.
I'll do it for you if you want to be humble, but I think you should do it.
Yeah, I'll do it because there's not private schools who recruit, will pay for the kids' schooling, do all that.
St. Louis is a fucking jackpot of a zillion private schools that are so good and they can recruit. They're good at football, basketball, soccer, literally everything.
Yep.
Kansas City, much more public high schools, but
still do it.
We went to public high school in a smaller town than Kansas City and St. Louis.
Yes. Yep.
And then Sophie, the floor's yours. Sorry.
Okay. 6'4", 6'3".
And these are Michael Porter Jr.'s sisters.
Yep.
Who are
tall.
Tall. And beautiful, may I add.
Stunning.
Just want to sneak that in there.
Yeah, their whole family is completely stunning. And so it is so funny because I actually won 4 state championships, right? So me and Sierra Porter.
Oh my God.
But it was so fun because
not without the student section though.
Dude, student section was fucking awesome.
Brew crew.
I will say we started winning and teams wouldn't play us. So when it got to be my senior year, we had, I think, only 3 or 4 home games because people did not want to come play us. And so we traveled all over the damn state of Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, I think Iowa. We traveled everywhere to get games because people did not want to come because we don't have a conference. We didn't have a conference back then. And so we traveled everywhere because people didn't want to play.
Guys, that's a public school.
That's insane.
That's fucking crazy.
Shout out Jill Nagel.
Shout out Jill.
I love Jill. She's the best. Yep.
And we couldn't shout out Jill Nagel without shouting out Greg Nagel, her sweet husband. But we won't take up too much of your guys' time, but you just need to know there was what a time.
Yeah, I will say when we hear these types of conversations or debates and we bring it back to high school, I think I was someone who got very blessed with a great high school team. And so when I'm trying to compare our dominant high school team to what he's saying, I'm that's kind of valid. We were the best of, the best of our classes. And so when there's an argument like that, that's why it's always fun. We've had these discussions in person and you have them with other players. And at the end of the day, the men in sports will always win. Duh.
I'm trying to think of sports that don't require
chess.
No, because golf, you tee off from closer.
Every sport. Think about it. Besides besides band, dancing, maybe.
You know what I would like to watch?
What?
Nebraska volleyball play a bunch of dudes. Something about volleyball, they're beasts.
Dude, I will say that. But have you ever watched men volleyball players?
Yeah, it's scary. They yeah.
Dude, those people can jump out of the damn gym. But Nebraska volleyball, shout out Harper Murray. She's turning into my little bestie. Love her.
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
She's sweet.